You see, like, people are not really fundamentally understanding that the healthcare, that the primary responsibility for themselves is themselves. So we now as a people, you see that even in St. Lucia, even just before I came here, I got this call from Jamaica, of a client who actually for freebie, stage 3B of breast cancer, already oozing, and all these type of things there. So it's a terrible situation when it comes to our people, and the fact that the radiation don't really help and the chemo don't really help, and we see that people are just dying, so the people are really, rushing to the grave. You see, before at least people used to take their time. These days people don't take their time again, man. People rush, man. Young people, man. Young. The young guess set of people you could think about, they actually, dying from cancer. And then if they don't die, they what happens is that they go under a bombardment of different types of therapies, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and then surgery, and afterwards they still die, after all the suffering. So you see, we are living in a particular time whereby the life of our people, when it comes to the whole aspect of the overall wellness of our people, that determination to live, that willingness to live, you find that people, don't really make these decisions for themselves that could actually guarantee their own survival. And most times, we try to blame this person, or we blame that person, or we blame government and politicians and minister of this and the minister of that. But at the end of the day, we just refuse to take responsibility for our own actions, because we are the common denominator and the common numerator in the whole equation. We are the ones who brought ourselves here. We are the ones specifically that are responsible for our own destinies. So it is imperative, it's important that whatever happens with us, we take great responsibility in that. We try our best to understand the situation, and we work skillfully towards how it is that we as a people could work together, could uplift ourselves, could stand up firm, could say, yes, I decide to live. I decide to live a long and productive life. I decide to live a life free of hospital beds and free of emergency rooms. I decide to live a whole life. And then we are going to make these holistic decisions, these decisions to actually help to ensure that we live long as a people. Because, when you analyze the healthcare system here in St. Lucia, and then you really study it, and we begin to scrutinize exactly what it is that the people of the land, from the children up to the grown-ups, what people actually get, when they are not well, it is poor. It's poor. Very poor. So it's important that, people stop depending on other people for their health care. It is important that people start to depend more on themselves, start to say, well, look, I am going to take responsibility for all my actions. I am going to begin to eat healthier. I am going to begin to exercise. I am going to begin to drink a little cup of herbal tea every morning. All these different little things are things that we have to begin to do as a people. We need to begin to take greater responsibility for self. We cannot leave it for someone else. It's imperative. It's like a life or death situation. What are we going to do? How are we going to initiate change? How are we going to ensure that we as a people, working towards that level to say, well, look, in 15 years time, St. Lucia will have 50% less cancers. In 15 years time, we're going to have 50% less diabetics. So nowadays you see all type of people, all type of children, young and and babies, and young adults, falling down the wayside with diabetes and high blood pressure, kidney failure, So it is very, very important that we begin to skillfully analyze what is happening to us as a people and see what we could do specifically to help to uplift ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we are looking at a disease like, I mean, if it is that we are honest, just honest. I mean, we are sincerely looking for the truth, and then we are honest, meaning that when we see the truth, we're going to know it's the truth. When we see the truth, we're going to accept the truth. We're going to embrace the truth. We're going to admit that yes, it is the truth, and we are going to begin to implement that truth within our lives. Right? Because we see it day in, day out. Hundreds of people get diagnosed with cancer. The majority of them die. 97% of the times chemotherapy fails. And then those that they say that get a short-term ease up, after 5 years it come back and they say they have a relapse, or they have a cancer again. So as a people, this thing there is terrible for us. It is terrible, 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 terrible. So what is it that we are going to do? How is it that we are going to focus on eradicating these conditions? You have to be honest. Examine and look at how many people get sick with cancer. Almost everybody that get cancer die. Almost every single one of them. Almost every single person that develops cancer dies. Right? So it is rarely, very rarely, that you would find someone who actually have cancer surviving within the whole realms of this whole allopathic medicine, that whole hospital thing, and the whole chemo and radio thing. I mean, rarely, 97% of the time, people die from chemo. Alright? So then, we hear radiation all the time. We hear radiation. So we say, well, okay, so what is radiation? So people have cancer and then they say they go for radiation therapy. So, and they come back and their legs or their arms or their breasts are burnt up. Wherever they have the cancer, the backside burn up. And they say that they receive radiation. So we ask ourselves, what is radiation? Because a lot of the times, we as a people, we don't have that understanding of exactly what is happening to us. And because of that lack of understanding, plenty things happen to us. And because of the lack of knowledge, we suffer. We suffer horribly. So when we hear of radiation, radiation just means heat. Right? Heat therapy. Radiation therapy is heat therapy. So when they give you that type of radiation, right? That type of radiation for the cancer, right? That's the type of radiation we have to run away from. When they say, boy, that thing they have radiation, man. That thing they can cause cancer, Oh man, that thing they has radiation, That's radioactive, That can cause cancer, So we naturally, we run away from radiation, because radiation, right, is what actually gives people cancer. But when you have cancer, you take radiation. Okay, all right. Chemotherapy, which is chemical therapy. That is when you mix what you call a cocktail of drugs. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, this one. Something that we are oftentimes advised not to do. The doctors would always tell you, don't mix up your medicines. Right? Don't mix up your medicines. Take them one at a time. Right? Don't mix up your medicine. If it is that you are taking a particular medicine, if it is that I'm on TV there, brother man. If it is that you are taking a particular medicine, And people calling and don't call that number now. I'm live on television, so we could talk afterwards, right? If it is that you are taking a particular medicine, doctor will tell you, don't mix up this medicine here with this medicine here. That's two different medicines, right? But chemotherapy, which is what you call chemical therapy, right? Chemical therapy or chemotherapy is when they actually mix up a cocktail of different drugs. And the apotsa, dechuesa, atichuesa, ukoban atizingasa, ashayasa, ukoban apelansa. So they mix plenty different drugs, right? And they create what they call a cocktail of drugs. And that cocktail of drugs is what we refer to as chemotherapy, chemical therapy. That's the same thing that often would advise not to do that. Don't mix drugs. But I mean, when you have cancer, boy, it's like you were living and you're not living again. Nobody cares, right? Because you're going to get that chemo. It's going to burn up all your skin, burn up your arteries, and fly off your hair. You understand? It's horrible. Yet still, that is the so-called treatment for cancer. So, how is it that you expect someone who actually have cancer and who witness how all those people who had cancer before go down the line? I mean, everybody get afraid, boy. They take mortgage, they take loan, they pass paper in their hands and beg people for money. Then yet still they don't make it. This is a very dangerous disease, and we as a people must understand that a lot of the things within our environments, many of them are what we refer to as environmental intoxicants. You understand? So, all these so-called environmental intoxicants, these so-called substances that actually intoxicate you or poison you, these things are what that causes the genetic mutations that lead to the formation of these cancer cells. So I see horrible things when it comes to cancer, man. And for me, I just know we can do better. As a people, we can do better, we should do better, and then we should put in specific strategies, specific ways of working together with people to help to uplift them, because too many people biting the dust, too many young people suffering and dying, man. Too many. Too many. What are you going to do? What responsibility are you going to take for yourself? How are you going to live? What are you going to eat? What are you going to wear? All these here are specific questions that you have to ask yourself. You must ask yourself these questions, because at the end of the day, in the system that we are living, you must care about yourself. Who's going to care for you? We have to stay focused as a people. We have to build up ourselves, man. Not as a one, but as a people. Work together to see, well, how it is that we could uplift and elevate ourselves from this low level. I mean, we are in a low state, man. The amount of people that die every day from simple little thing, in a low state, man. So what we're going to do tonight, we are going to look at, I have some clips for me to play. I'm not getting that connection yet. But after that break, when we go on that break there, we're going to ensure the connection is there. I do have some wonderful clips to play. Just have some herbs on the mountain, just some herbs so you could see some of the herbs live instead of seeing it on some other country. You could see it right here in St. Lucia. So I just want to play that little clip short, so at least you could have a full understanding of exactly what we are talking about when it comes to, healing and Mount Calabash and these type of things. Well, I don't think that let me see whether we are connected. Okay, we're not connected yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a little intercession, and when we come again, we're going to ensure that we get that connection. When we come again, definitely we're going to run that little clip for you. Blessed love.
Hey Keisha, what's happening over there?
I'm not sure, but it looks like something big.
Really?
In observance of its 26th anniversary, Fix is offering new and existing customers the Jumbo Mortgage Finance Package, a package which gives customers the power to get additional financing to better their lives with several bonus options. A built-in savings plan, repayment 2 months after disbursement, and a mortgage payment holiday too.
What I'm hearing is that you can get any kind of loan as long as you can mortgage any property as security.
Wow, then that's jumbo.
Indeed.
The JMF package comes with 100% financing on land and house loans, attractive interest rates, debt consolidation, and much more. Get the all-new Jumbo Mortgage Finance at Fix. Terms and conditions apply. Fix, a company you can trust.
Thanks to technology, we can still enjoy some of life's most important moments. Just sign up to check your balance, manage multiple accounts, and pay your bills online through your bank, even while doing what matters most. It takes just a few minutes to set up from a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Select My Account, a free, fast, and easy way to view and pay your electricity bills.
Every new start, oh yeah, to help you succeed. You need a bank with a heart, with all that you will need. BOSL, BOS, every step of the way. BOSL, BOSL, every bright new day. BOSL, BOS, every step of the way. BOSL, BOSL is all the bank you need. BOSL.
Don't be lazy.
Calabash TV presents
Gotta work now.
A Good Wife.
Who are you? Why are you in my bed?
Drama, intrigue,
Jenny!
unpredictability.
There'll be no mistakes. Right.
A soap opera from Taiwan.
It's been a week since I've seen him. And he's been working really late nights and he's been sleeping at the office.
A story of love and betrayal.
But you know, that means they're successful. And we as their wives have to get used to loneliness.
A Good Wife, coming to Calabash TV, Mondays at 6 p.m. with repeats on Fridays at 8:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m.
Perhaps you'll wake up tomorrow and your first thought is to run away.
A Good Wife on Calabash TV.
Okay, my name is Melchior Pinder, aka Ranks, and this is RT Products, and that section is Rich and Thick CMOS. RT product comprises of Ranks trends, that is sewing, tailoring, like my shirt, my pants, but today we displaying Rich and Thick CMOS.
So give us an idea of the flavors you have here.
So we do the unsweetened CMOS, the plain CMOS with no sugar, okay? And we have the plain CMOS. You could get it with rum, with alcohol, or without alcohol. And then we have that Simplin CMOS prepared with Nestle milk, that is condensed and carnation milk, and we have it with alcohol or without alcohol. And we have the coconut cream CMOS. So for people that don't use the dairy product, we have the coconut cream CMOS with coconut milk and coconut cream. And the rum, we have coconut rum in it to give it more flavor. And then the very best, everybody's favorite, the peanut CMOS. We have it with peanut butter, CMOS, and Nestle milk. That's carnation and condensed milk. Yes.
So where do you get most of your CMOS from?
Most of my CMOS are directly from the farmers, the CMOS farmers, farmers from Labrie. We started with a farmer from Labrie, Mr. Philip, and then we went to Poile, Monrepo. We have a farmer named Rusty. He gives us some very good CMOS. Sometimes we go into Beaufort to find some good CMOS. We search all about for the best CMOS. Yeah? I would love to say thank you to my customers, the people who've been patronizing me throughout those years, knowing me. Started with 40 bottles, carrying in my bucket all around town, rich and thick CMOS, and now we're doing some like a dozen crates. That is about 300 bottles. And they're still there, most of them still there patronizing me. We're doing good, you know, and we're looking forward in supplying all the supermarkets in town and even exporting to the French territory, Martinique. We encourage men especially to drink CMOS because it's very good for your thyroid gland, it's very good for your testes, it has zinc, it helps produce sperm and semen, you know. And the ladies too, it helps with break clot blood and warm up the womb. You know, it helps with reproduction.
Why is the e-fuel card becoming so popular?
The e-fuel card is becoming very popular because it's the cheapest way of buying fuel. Users of the e-fuel card at this Ruby station on Lance Road and the Salt Service station on Manuel Street will get back 30 cents on every gallon of fuel purchase, and that can be used towards any subsequent purchase of fuel.
How do you get money on the card?
It's as simple as using your card to purchase fuel. You hand over the amount of money you desire to put on the card and the card to the cashier, and the card is topped up accordingly. All of this happens in a matter of seconds. The fuel card can only be used for the purchase of fuel. Initially, the cards are given for free. However, any replacement of the card will cost the consumer $20. The e-fuel card can be obtained at the Ruby service station on Lance Road, the Salt service station on Manuel Street, the Uranora service station in Beaufort, and Jamari & Sons offices on Lance Road.
My name is Matthew Anderson, and I'm part owner of an amazing tea company called the Enchanted Kettle, where we make 100% authentic St. Lucian teas. We are located in Rodney Bay in Ridgely Park. That's where we have our processing plant and everything. We buy from the farmers, fair trade. We source the best herbs. We go out, we look at the farms, and we make sure that these farms are grown in such a way that there is no pesticides, leakage, and so on. And we take them in, we process it through a natural means. We wash them, and we sort out the best leaves. We do a natural drying process, and from that we go to the grind. We make sure we grind down to 60 to 70 granules, and we store it, and then we take it down further when we're ready to bag it. We see the tea all the way through from the start, from the time we receive the herbs, all the way to the finish. We do not have any kind of conveyor belt mechanisms. Everything is done in right step-by-step semi-automatic machines. So we make sure we get a good product from start to end. We can see the product, we handle it. The boxes, all our products are 100% from white stock. We print. We use a tapestry of paintings, which we commission ourselves. They're acrylic paintings, and we transfer them to the box. The reason for that, we're saying that tea is art, and art is tea.
When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Give thanks for all good things around us are sent from Zion above. So he prays for his divine love, the love of God. Well, I mean, we have a one, two little, technical difficulties, so it's a bit difficult for me to play the, I actually, did some recordings to actually run for you, so at least you could have seen some of the herbs, some of the same things we've been talking about over the past couple of programs when it comes to the herbal preparations. I did a couple of recordings I wanted to actually, share with you. But probably the upcoming Sunday, we're going to just run these things there because we do have a little difficulty with the whole, technical aspect of things. But we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver, and we give thanks still for the opportunity. Because, I mean, it's a compact night, because you see that the disease that they call cancer is not just, it's not a disease that's simple and that people should take lightly, because many times you see people take these things there lightly. People just say, well, they have cancer, and then, they just say, oh, well, God will help them, and they'll pray about it, and, and they don't understand that God only helps those who help themselves. You have to help yourself for God to help you. If you don't help yourself, God can't help you. Christ never healed someone who didn't want to get healed. Christ never just stayed there and see somebody by the road and say, hey boy, I'll heal you. No, Christ never did that. What Christ did was that Christ actually healed the majority of people that Christ healed are the people who actually approached Christ. They approached Christ. So Christ did not just heal people because he felt like healing people. People approached him and he said, thy faith has made you whole. And they got healed. So cancer is not something that we're supposed to take for granted and for a joke. You don't sit down and have a tumor growing in your chest or a tumor growing on your prostate and just sit down here and just pray about it. Yeah, prayer is good, but they say it's faith and works. So it is good to have faith, but it's even better to have faith and works. You understand that? Because you see that plenty people stay and they allow the tumor to grow and grow and grow and grow, and and they try every little thing that they can, and cancer is terrible. Cancer is not like the flu or it's terrible, man. Terrible. It is something that could specifically cause you to lose your life ASAP, like now, pumps, and you're gone. Not the disease only, but the emotional duress from the disease. When someone here they have cancer, that's it. People just think that they have cancer and that's it. And when people are diagnosed with cancer, right away everything changes for them. They begin to feel so hopeless. Every single thing changed for them. So things that they used to do before with no trouble, they find all types of trouble to do it. Why? Because they believe that they have cancer. And because cancer is known as a death announcement. So when they announce that you have cancer, it's like they announce that you're dead. Yeah. So people get very emotionally stressed. They get very emotionally sick when a doctor tells them that they have cancer. And also, when the doctor tells them that they have to do that immediately and they have to do this immediately. Yeah. So it's not the fact that only that they are told that they have a condition or a disease, but also the fact that even without knowing the full nature of what they are suffering from, the treatment itself definitely will kill them. More people die with cancer, right? But not the cancer that kill them, but the chemotherapy kill them. Yeah, man. The figures are there. The figures are there. You know, so if it is that we have an epidemic, a disease that actually is taking away people of all ages, cancer, at least, as a country, as a people, we ought to have a more proactive stance. So I'm not saying that the politicians should do something, and I'm saying that as a people, we should have a more proactive stance. Meaning that the things that we can do for ourselves, you don't wait on somebody else to come and do it for you. Because plenty is different. I mean, when they tell this woman that she have cancer, she stop eating one time. One time. Day she don't eating. After a week, she lose 40 pounds. Yes, she trying to lose weight, you know. Because they tell her she have cancer. Every little pain she feel like it's the cancer that over there. Everything she hear, she thinks it's the cancer that doing something over there. Why? Because of the emotional duress, the stress that that individual goes through mentally, just because they have been diagnosed with cancer. So we have the diagnosis, and then we have the treatments. So first and foremost, if the diagnosis can kill you, because people die from knowing that they have cancer. Okay, so I say, oh, that's so. I say, one time, I say, pas me le pan yon kom, man. I say, kay mortgage kay la, vante ya, vante toutes ces machines, fait tout bail, parce que je sais, oh, monsieur, ça, bail fini, bal fini, fait l'on sac. Vous comprenez? Why? Because our people have that fear. That fear. The paranoid. With that fear of cancer, man, is terrible, man. So not only does the disease kill you, the diagnosis of the disease, meaning that when your doctor tells you that you have cancer, that can kill you. Right? Also, the treatment the doctor gives you, the chemo and the radio, that can kill you. Yeah, of course. And then the cancer itself can kill you. So, that's the bet I kill you. When I say the bet I kill you is a motorbike, but the cancer is more terrible, man. You know? So we have to really examine this disease here and see how do we position ourselves as a people. What is it that we're supposed to do as a people? Or what is it that we're supposed not to do as a people to eradicate that whole cancer epidemic? It's terrible. Because remember, you know, when the doctor tells you you have cancer, that can kill you. Because immediately, you yourself believe like it's die, you're going to die. So, I know people who have little things, different little places on their physical structure, and they're afraid. They're afraid that it's... Man, them people are afraid, man. All their mind, boys, cancer they have. Now, people come to me and they have piles and they say, boy, priest, they have prostate cancer. All kind of things people come with, man. I say, nah, man, how much cancer you have? You know, and they are already afraid. You know, so many people actually do take certain actions because they believe that they have a disease that they don't even have. Trust me, I'm telling you. So, what causes someone to develop cancer? Well, I'm speaking of the cancer because these days there, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, sometimes you get a little pause, you know, where people, you know, people are, you know, a little pause because so many people come in. You understand? So, okay, all right. You get a pause. But nowadays, you know, cancer there, cancer here, cancer everywhere. Overseas, locals, everyone, man. So, I had to speak about it. Because I felt that it was concerning to me. The state of, you know, of affairs when it comes to the whole aspect of cancer. Because the doctors don't tell you that you have cancer in a manner to empower you. So the diagnosis of the disease is already traumatic. And then the disease itself can grow inside of you and kill you. Stop your organs from functioning. Mash up your kidneys. Mash up your liver. Bust out the prostate. Bust up your intestines. Wherever they are, they could grow and they can grow terribly. So you have a disease whereby no any other disease can kill you. The medicine they give you to try to heal a disease can kill you. And the disease can kill you. Right? Of course. So, how is it that we approach cancer? Cancer must be approached from a cellular level. You have to be able to understand the inner functions of your cell, how your cell actually function. You must be able to understand that every single cell contains your DNA. You know? Yeah, deoxyribonucleic acid. You know? Your chromosomes. Your genes. And when that cell goes through what you call a mutation. Now, mind you, many things outside there in the world can cause mutations, can cause cell damage. Many things. Plenty things. Right? Watching TV can do that. Spraying them chemicals that you spray to spray your banana and don't cover your back can do that. I mean, come on. Plenty. Plenty my mind can't even go on. So we now as a people, it is very important that we say, well, look, we're going to get a particular strategy to use. We're going to, okay, if diagnosis can kill you, then let's find a good way to tell people that they have cancer. Because remember, when that person finds out that they have cancer, right? They found out today, but more than likely they've been living with that cancer for the past 20 years. Yeah, man. So that cancer could be an old cancer that you've been suffering from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and you never knew. And because you know now, as you know, that's killing you. Go hele mo ato ka hele mi du ka hele oswe. Ep tout le wan ep yo oui. Huh? So let us see how we could have that understanding. So the chemotherapy is something that That's dangerous. You shouldn't allow people to take chemotherapy, man. That's dangerous. Chemotherapy does kill. Chemotherapy is dangerous. Chemotherapy is wicked. Because you're talking about a cocktail of drugs. You are talking about a cocktail of drugs. Different types of drugs. Various types of drugs. And the drugs itself can kill you. When these people inject the drug into your veins, the drug itself begins to destroy the vessels. Kills off, breaks up the walls of all the vessels. Throw off all your hair. Burns up your intestines. Your toenails get black. Mash up your ovaries, man, so you cannot even have baby again. This thing there is terrible, man. They say, well, what is worse, the chemo or the cancer? I would tell anyone, man, if your mother have eight months to live, let her live the 8 months and be happy, man. Sometimes by just being happy, she may end up living 16 months more. Then having to go up and down, up and down. Because we see, because our people don't understand and they get so afraid. Boy, you have cancer. What can I do, doc? What can I do, doc? What can I do, doc? Okay, cut the breast. Cut your testicles. Right, drink this poison. Burn it out. We do anything just to try to get rid of that cancer. But the anything that we do does not mean that they are good. When we had that earthquake in Japan and the nuclear plant got damaged, remember? Everyone was afraid of the radiation that was leaking for this thing. Yet still, they give radiation for chemotherapy and chemotherapy. They burn up the breast or they burn up the prostate, trying to kill the cancer. And eventually they try and cut it off. They say, oh, it gets money off. They try and cut it off. And after a while, the client dies. I've seen horrible things, man. Horrible. So I speak about it because I have seen horrible things. So I would say, well, look, throw out all them chemo pills and them chemo injection and thing. Start beginning to love yourself. Right? Get some vitamins, minerals. Eat some healthy foods. Start loving yourself, because if the diagnosis of the cancer kills you, the chemo kills you, the radio kills you, the cancer kills you, come on. It's a losing battle. From the time you start, you lose already. It's done. You lose. So, when people are sick with cancer also, you know, I've seen so many people who take good care of their family as man or as woman, and when they get a little cancer, they pack up in a room by themselves and think if a fan on them and a little dry bread and some water in a cup and something there. That's their food. People who are diagnosed with cancer don't normally have that support. I've seen it all around the place, man. Not only St. Lucians, all around the place. Everybody always too busy just to actually give the support to the person that needs the support. Remember, you know, the person has cancer, they more than likely, okay, yes, according to statistics in the world, they are more than likely die because they have cancer. So at least the loved ones, knowing that they have a limited amount of time to share with this person, you would guess that probably, you know, there would be, yeah, man, always if the person checking to get that person there, clean their backside properly, do all them things there. The loved ones get tired of the sick person. They get tired. You know? So the support that the cancer patient needs is tremendous, because they've just been diagnosed with a disease that they say have no cure. But we beg to differ. Because people dying like flies, man, like flies. And if it is that we don't take a firm step, our children won't have a future. You know, when we look at herbs like gully root, what they call feuille du vent, that's a power herb for cancer. Right? Powerful herb. Feuille du vent helps to actually stop the cancer cells from multiplying. Divide and multiply. So as they split, that they get more. So the roots of the gully root, need to be pounded, crushed. Yeah, the roots. Yeah, man, the roots. And then what you could do, you could just put some hot water over it and let it simmer overnight and drink it as your water for the day. Okay? The leaves of the gully root, what they call the feuille du vent, can be blended. See, always 3 cups of solid to 1 cup of liquid. So 3 cups of the solid leaves or the leaves to 1 cup of the liquid, which is water. And you blend that green thing there. Strain and drink. Gully root. Then you have zoti, which is stinging nettle. That's superb. That's superb when it comes to building up your iron levels, works on the nervous system. You know, just build up your physical structure. Then we have what we call the Veven Lachewat. The Veven Lachewat is a herb that's very rich in iron. Also a very good herb for the nerves. So when it comes to the organizing of this new ICA, you know, when it comes to that organizing of that new healthcare system, the way that we are going to take care of things, how we're going to deal with disease, we say, well, okay, you have stinging nettle, you have feuille du vent, what they call a gully root, you have veven, excellent. All these there you do them in as green juices. Then you have the roots of the gully root that you could just pour some hot water over there and drink it as an infusion, or you could do it as a decoction, right? Or you could boil it and leave it there and make it stay there for 21 days and still use it as a root drink. But anyway, use these herbs there. The very most effective one of them is as a concentrated green juice. Now, I mean, definitely they have the master of herb of all for cancer is a cancer and cannabis. Cannabis is the master herb for cancer. Master. And most effectively used as a green juice. Not smoked, as a green juice. for my cancer patients. So at the end of the day, if you are suffering from these things, we're going to take a little pause because we're due for an intercession. If you are suffering from these conditions, any type, because remember, cancer is not just cancer of the breast or cancer of the lymph nodes or cancer of the arm or cancer of the leg. Cancer is cancer. Okay? So we are due for an intercession. When we come again, we are going to continue. Blessed.
Every new start, oh yeah, to help you succeed. You need a bank with a heart, with all that you will need. B-O-S-L-E-O-S, every step of the way. B-O-S-L, B-O-S-L, every bright new day. B-O-S-L, B-O-S, every step of the way. B-O-S-L, B-O-S-L is all the bank you need. B-O-S-L.
Thanks to technology, we can still enjoy some of life's most important moments. Just sign up to check your balance, manage multiple accounts, and pay your bills online through your bank. Even while doing what matters most. It takes just a few minutes to set up from a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Select My Account, a free, fast, and easy way to view and pay your electricity bills.
My name is Matthew Anderson, and I'm part owner of an amazing tea company called the Enchanted Kettle, where we make 100% authentic St. Lucian teas. We are located in Rodney Bay in Ridgely Park. That's where we have our processing plant and everything. We buy from the farmers, fair trade. We source the best herbs. We go out, we look at the farms, and we make sure that these farms are grown in such a way that there is no pesticides, leakage, and so on. And we take them in, we process it through a natural means. We wash them, and we sort out the best leaves. We do a natural drying process, and from that we go to the grind. We make sure we grind down to 60 to 70 granules, and we store it, and then we take it down further when we're ready to bag it. We see the tea all the way through from the start, from the time we receive the herbs, all the way to the finish. We do not have any kind of conveyor belt mechanisms. Everything is done in right step-by-step, semi-automatic machines. So we make sure we get a good product from start to end. We can see the product, we handle it. The boxes, all our products are 100% from white stock. We print. We use a tapestry of paintings which we commission ourselves. They're acrylic paintings, and we transfer them to the box. The reason for that, we're saying that tea is art and art is tea.
When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Hey Keisha, what's happening over there?
I'm not sure, but it looks like something big.
Really?
In observance of its 26th anniversary, Fix is offering new and existing customers the Jumbo Mortgage Finance Package, a package which gives customers the power to get additional financing to better their lives with several bonus options. A built-in savings plan, repayment 2 months after disbursement, and a mortgage payment holiday too.
What I'm hearing is that you can get any kind of loan as long as you can mortgage any property as security.
Wow, then that's jumbo.
Indeed.
The JMF package comes with 100% financing on land and house loans, attractive interest rates, debt consolidation, and much more. Get the all-new Jumbo Mortgage Finance at Fix. Terms and conditions apply. Fix, a company you can trust.
Okay, my name is Melchior Pinder, aka Ranks, and this is RT Products. And that section is Rich and Thick CMOS. RT product comprises of wrong strengths, that is sewing, tailoring, like my shirt, my pants. But today we displaying rich and thick CMOS.
So give us an idea of the flavors you have here.
So we do the unsweetened CMOS, the plain CMOS with no sugar, okay? And we have the plain CMOS. You could get it with rum, with alcohol, or without alcohol. And then we have that same plain CMOS prepared with nestle milk, that is condensed and carnation milk, and we have it with alcohol or without alcohol. And we have the coconut cream CMOS. So for people that don't use the dairy product, we have the coconut cream CMOS with coconut milk and coconut cream. And the rum, we have coconut rum in it to give it more flavor. And then the very best, everybody's favorite, the peanut CMOS. We have it with peanut butter, CMOS, and nestle milk. That's carnation and condensed milk. Yes.
So where do you get most of your CMOS from?
Most of my CMOS are directly from the farmers, the CMOS farmers, farmers from Labrie. We started with a farmer from Labrie, Mr. Philip, and then we went to Poale, Monrepo. We have a farmer named Rusty. He gives us some very good CMOS. Sometimes we go into Beaufort to find some good CMOS. We search all about for the best CMOS. Yeah? I would love to say thank you to my customers, the people who've been patronizing me throughout those years, knowing me. Started with 40 bottles, carrying in my bucket all around town, rich and thick CMOS, and now we're doing some like a dozen crates, that is about 300 bottles, and they're still there. Most of them still there patronizing me. We're doing good, you know, and we're looking forward in supplying all the supermarkets in town and even exporting to the French territory, Martinique. We encourage men especially to drink CMOS because it's very good for your thyroid gland, it's very good for your testes, it has zinc, it helps produce sperm and semen, you know. And the ladies too, it helps with break clot blood and warm up the womb, you know, it helps with reproduction.
Yes, we give thanks again. Welcome, welcome, we Wanderer, welcome home. Definitely, you do give thanks again once more. So as we're going again, as at the whole aspect of the whole process with cancer, we said, well, the diagnosis kills you. And when people say, well, you have cancer, that kills you. The treatment kills you, and the cancer itself kills you. So we were given a couple of herbs that are very known herbs that are known to be very effective. That is after you get that little mental grip on things and know, well, look, you've been suffering from this condition for the past 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So I mean, one more day won't kill you. You understand? So sometimes people are rushed into decisions to cut off this and cut off that and take this and take that, and they die fast. And they have been living with that condition for years. You know, so we spoke of some herbs that you could utilize, and primarily we look at the roots of the feuille du vent, which is the gully root. That's very effective. Specifically for prostate cancer, that is extremely effective. Then we have also the leaves of the gully root that you use, very concentrated. You blend, you strain, and you drink that. We look at the stinging nettle, which is also a very good blood builder and very effective for prostatic problems also. And because of its rich iron levels, it helps to actually alkalize the physical structure. Then you have also the Vin Lachewat, right? The Vin Lachewat. The Vin is a power pack herb. I mean, very, very, very effective herb. Very, extremely effective herb. And then you could look at herbs like cannabis. You know, cannabis cancer, yeah, man. That as a green juice, excellent, excellent. You must get very good results from it, because the cannabis is among one of the only plants that actually have what you call cytotoxic properties to kill off cancer cells itself, and also helps to realign the what you call the apoptotic clock within the cells. So because the cells are supposed to die at a particular age, and cancer cells don't die, you know, the cannabis have that ability to actually help the cells to die where they're supposed to die. You understand? Not just die or not die, you know. So that's very important, very, 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 very key. So it is very important also that you utilize plenty of water. So one's supposed to drink at least 3 liters of water every single day. You have to drink that. Plenty water. Plenty water. 3 liters every single day. Water. Also coconut water. Yeah. And then you have to avoid sugary foods, man. You cannot see, the worst thing is that most times you see the clients would go and they would have a cancer or whatever they have, and then they go and they take chemo, and right after they take chemotherapy, you know, when the food they give them is some white bread and potatoes and cheese and some kind of thing, right? Food that feeds the cancer, you know. So what we do specifically, we put our clients on a particular guideline, a particular diet. We feed them the foods that they're supposed to feed on. And you know, we are working earnestly because we really want to, we're working to complete most of our other cottages up in the mountain, because we really want to work speedily to create this place where people could just come up, you know, come up and we assist you. Come up to the mountain, come and spend a weekend, come and spend a 7 days, come and spend a time, come and sit down and bathe in the spring, come and sit down and inhale some patchouli, some vervine, some all the herbs that you could think about growing up there. You could come, you know, you could come. Different environment. Why is it that we have to believe that healing have to come from 4 walls and a roof, you know, and you have to go in the hospital and people have to die next to you and all them different type of these things that don't have to happen at all, man. No. Your healing is most conducive in nature. How you get healed the easiest, the fastest, the coziest, if no problems whatsoever, natural healing, nature. You know? So we cannot believe that, right, we cannot heal ourselves, because I have basically seen miracles, you know, and I'm working arduously, you know, hard for the day whereby, you know, we could actually tell people, you know, come man, I'll treat you, man, even if you don't have no money and thing. Whereby money don't really become the issue about whether you live or die, you know, because nowadays money is the king that determines who lives or who die. The money, the God, right? So people, you know, I mean, they won't do certain things for you if you don't have the money, for sure. Tupan lah, if you pull a half where, so buka de pull a half where, tupan lah, so buka de pull a half. So we're talking about foods that you should avoid are all starchy foods. Cancer loves sugary foods. Cancer food is sugar. Cancer loves sugar. Cancer grows and becomes strong and fit and spread all around the place when you feed it sugar. Cancer is a sugar lover. So, now you know that, then at least you'd know, well, you have to avoid too many sugars if you have been diagnosed with cancer, if you're trying to avoid. Because remember, you know, that sugar in its every essence is poison, you know. Sugar is terrible, man. Grain sugar, whoa, terrible. Terrible. Dirt cheap. And people utilize that as if it's some them sugars that has killed people, man. Them starchy foods, and then people go and they have cancer and they go to the doctor, and while they're waiting, they buy something in the hospital, and it's pure junk, man. Pure trash. You know, so you cannot feed somebody who just finished at chemo, or just finished have a surgery, or just wake up, you know, from a fall and a knock on the head. You can't feed them with some dead food. You have to give them a nice bottle of green juice. You understand? Give them a nice fresh garden salad. You understand? And a little bit of grain here, and a little bit of grain there, and a little bit of probably stir-fried chickpeas or some type of thing there. Nice and light. The big chicken leg and a big piece of steak and a big piece of... Man, come on, man. Killing our people, eh? Then we say we love them. We kill our children and we say we love them. Terrible. So it's important to avoid sugars. Avoid the fried foods. Right? Avoid all these different types of intoxicants like the bleach, the disinfectant, the hand wash, the antiperspirants, all these different things there are known things that contain carcinogenic substances in it. Cancer causing substances. Okay? Now we have a video, one of the videos from Up in the Mountain loaded. So we're going to let that video play, and then afterwards we're going to play another one, and then we'll take a break and we'll open up the lines for your calls. So let us have that video go on, please.
Praise for his divine love. Give thanks, definitely. As you know, we just continue on a little walk still, you know, just show you one or two things that's happening up here, specifically up on Mount Calabash. You know, we give thanks for you being with us even today. So this is a banana tree, you know. It might, you know, it's a plant or a tree? Plant? Okay, right. So these bananas there, you know, grows without any chemicals and nothing. See, organic bananas. Your banana contains all your potassium and all your essential, you know, phenylalanine and all them things for proper brain function. Alright, so this is a patchouli patch. All here is basically just a patch of patchouli. That's how we have our patchouli growing. See a bay leaf tree in the middle. That's a cocoa tree at the back there. So the cocoa itself, we harvest the cocoa ourselves, we dry it. You know, the children pong it. You know, we roll it up into cocoa, or we leave it as a powder. As you know, the cocoa is rich in antioxidants, very good for the heart, contains very good oils, help to, you know, make the arteries a bit more flexible, you know, definitely. And that here is the patchouli. That normally we talk about it, people say, oh, what's so gonna have patchouli, man, test patchouli. But so that the patchouli is basically the key herb for the digestive system. You know, the patchouli is the herb that you would utilize to help to remove gas from your physical structure. Also the herb that you would utilize specifically for any kind of problems with gastrointestinal tract. You know, indigestion, acid reflux, malboudin, you understand? Pété santi. You know, when you pass gas, nobody can stay around you. Drink a cup of patchouli tea, that's excellent for you, specifically, right? So, you know, how it is. This plant right here is what they call the go-pompon. The go-pompon is, this grows, we grow our herbs in the wild, wild, you know, we don't really just take herb and plant it in a place where, you know, like you farm it. The wilder your herb is, the more of its vitality, the spiritual nature it still actually contains, the more of its essence it actually retains. So you could actually get more from that herb just because it grows in a wild environment, you know. So these herbs, as you have seen from on top, from the food, the broccoli and all them things that we were looking at, you understand, onto a little patchouli and good go-pompon, which is good for cough, colds, flus, you know, hot and cold conditions, you know, just to boost up the immune system. Go-pompon, excellent. All right, so these herbs are grown here. So naturally, what we offer at the Mount Calabash Rejuvenation Center on Calabash Mountain is an opportunity to be in tune with nature, to be one with nature, and to eat what you grow. You know, a place where you could come and you could pass and you could harvest something and you could eat it, you know. So a place where you could pass, you could pick a guava and you could actually eat it. You know, you could, you know, pick the palm of the cashew and chew it and suck the juice. Then you could get your sour orange. You understand? Every single thing that, you know, that we use, you know, we try our uttermost best to grow, because, you know, you don't want to be living off the supermarket. You know, this is our market shelf. So when we want something to eat, we pass and we harvest things right from here. So we give thanks, definitely, you know, for joining us here in this segment, being with us for a short little moment. And even if we didn't give too much information, but as time goes by, you would get more information and less inflammation. All right? So give thanks for life for the mighty life giver. Jah Rastafari. All right. Well, give thanks again for that little clip there, as we just show you a couple of the herbs. And we have another clip that we wanted to show you exactly how, you know, someone, you know, because you see, enough times, you know, we get lazy and thing, and people refuse to at least just be serious. You know, people refuse to be serious, and people refuse to just do the things that they ought to do. You know, people just lazy. You know, that's just it, man. People just lazy, man. You're too lazy to get up and do a cup of tea for yourself. Oh boy, I tired. Get up and do a cup of tea for yourself. Get up and massage your foot. You know, love yourself, you know. Take care of yourself, you know. You know, buy yourself something nice. You know, eat some nice food. You know, people don't eat these things there. People don't do these things there. People just live their lives like they don't care, you know. People just live their lives as if they don't have time for the most important thing of all, which is themselves. People don't have time for themselves. You know, so when you see that people have been overridden with cancer, you know, it's because, you know, we are in a society of haste. You know, everybody want to be there first, you know, and people are getting there first. People are dying off first and killing off themselves first, because at the end of the day, when it comes to night, it's terrible. It is terrible, man. That cancer thing is definitely so terrible. So we're looking at that whole aspect in the Mon Kailash rejuvenation, whereby, I mean, we've had some wonderful success stories, you know, when it comes to the mountain, when it comes to people with cancer who could afford to come up there. You know, we just try to help people by they staying at their homes and they come to the restaurant and get the food. But the best thing for you, come up the mountain. You know, come and pick the broccoli and the chives and the seasoning pepper and, you know, and the fit weed and everything. So at least you could see it for yourself, touch it, smell it, and experience the reality and see how that reality could actually make you a better person. Right? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to night, plenty of people are dying with cancer. Lots of them. Lots of them. So what are you going to do as an individual? Are you going to start to plant your backyard garden? You know? Just get your little plants and plant your backyard. I planted some broccoli about 3.5 weeks ago. And today I harvested my first, I didn't have, but the Empress harvested 2 nice fresh heads of broccoli. And I mean, that's things that people buy in supermarket, and they do, like, they don't even know that they could plant it and grow it themselves. I have another video that on the broccoli and some little herbs around it. Let's watch that video, and then afterwards we could open up the lines. Fire. We say, like, bring a fire stick one, please. Holy Emmanuel, I Selassie, I Jah Rastafari. Do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Give thanks for all good things around us and from Zion above. We praise for his divine love, this God-sent love. Definitely welcome to Mon Kailash Rejuvenation Center, Kailash Mountains, up here in the mountains in Mac, where we mark the spot of healing, where definitely we have come up here to actually create this rejuvenation center, a place of healing where you could come to reverse any type of condition that it is that you are suffering from. Up on Mon Kailash, you know, in Mount Zion, the highest region where God's and Goddesses love to be. You know, everything we plant, when you come up here, you actually eat what we actually grow. It's not like you have to go on supermarket to buy your foods for you, because your food is your medicine. So everything is holistic, everything is natural, everything is organic, everything is grown with ital, with love, vigor, vitality, and with the deliberate purpose towards, bringing forth what we refer to as healing. So if you just look down here, you would see, well, right down in the midst of this here, you can see we have a nice head of broccoli that is actually coming up. So what we practice is basically intercropping. So we plant the majority of things together to actually simulate as much as possible the whole natural aspect of things. So you can see this nice broccoli head growing here. As you know that the broccoli, very good for diabetics because it's full of sulfur compounds, very good for people with fibroids, polycystic ovarian syndrome, hormonal imbalance, brings down the excessive estrogen. And the leaves could be used as a salad or in a bouillon. So the broccoli plant is right here. You can see very healthy, organic. If you look at even the soil here, it's very organic, natural, no chemicals, nothing. You can't see no fertilizer in the roots here at all. So right next to the broccoli, we have celery growing. Now celery is a urinary tract cleanser. It helps to clean out the urinary tract, helps to actually detoxify and cleanse the physical structure. And this celery here, I pass my hands on it, and basically, if I just pull it and I smell it, yeah, you could actually smell the whole celery. You could smell the essence of it, and I could just eat it just like that because no chemicals on it whatsoever. So this celery, we use it in our green juices, specifically grown right here. And if you just look right down again, you're going to see we have some dill growing. Dill, what's the dill? Dill is the dill. Dill is the dill. That's very good for any digestive problems. Right next to it, you see we have the seed on the leaf, what they call the Gwen Abafe. That's the Gwen Abafe that grows wild up here, Mount Calabash. We don't pull it out because it contains a bitter substance, very good for, they call it stone cracker. Helps to remove kidney stones, helps to remove gallbladder stones, helps to deal with what they call worm infestations, and also, for people with high blood pressure and diabetics, very effective. So right within the midst of everything, again, if you look here, you'll see you have a purple basil. Right, purple basil. A basil, that basil here. Very minty. I'm sure you could actually smell that right through the lens of your camera. Okay? Oh, exciting. Flavorful. Okay? So this here now is the flower of the basil. Right? That's where the seeds actually come from. And that seeds, you plant that seed specifically to grow. You could just cut a little stem of it, stick it in the soil, and it grows. So basil is a very good digestive plant. Good for the digestive system. Helps to calm down the physical structure. And what it does specifically, it helps you to pass out gas, flatulence. Okay, and since it's a very iron-rich compound, you could utilize it to actually help to boost up your iron levels, help you as an individual to help to boost up your energy, your vitality, your overall wellness. So the more iron you have, the better for you. Ja Rastafari. That's it.
Give thanks for the mountain. Just for the mountain life, because it's good up in the mountain. Because I went up in the mountain not because of people really, but because of myself. Because I used to have office. I used to have an office office in Rodney Bay, office in town, office in Viewfort. You understand? Plus here, Dominica over there, over here, all around the place, man. I say, but wait. Man, priest, man, what I'm doing, man, take care of your own self, man. What happened, man? So what you'll deny your children the opportunity of living in the mountain as you grow up. Remember, I grew up in mountain. I remember going up Gamboa, and then what food that was nicer than cooking a food up in Gamboa, right? Taking the river water and using that to cook a nice food. Just dig up the dashing and boil the dashing right there, and you understand, everything right there. The coconut, the same coconut oil you make right there, you could use that. Come on, man. I say, what sense it makes for me to grow up as a man and deny my own children of that glorious time, them glorious moments I had as a child, growing up in the bush, in the countryside, Banslagwas, Laboui. Can't deny them of that. Not at all. So I give thanks for my parents and my grandparents and my great grandparents who actually prepared the way for us, that we could have come and we could have followed our uncles, our aunties, our parents, and our nenens, all those people there from before who have actually paved the way. Because right now people run away from the mountain when the mountain is where everyone's supposed to run to, So right now, we are working on just creating that healthcare system, and we are working on multiplying it, making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, that at least we could fully cater for our people, make the people come, and then definitely get healed, right? Because people come and then they get healed. All right, so the lines are open now. 451-934-94531-730. The lines are open. So those of you who want to call us, definitely you are free to do that right now. Give us a call, ask us a question if you want to, and definitely we would do our best to actually assist you. This product here is what we call the Prosperity. I'm just reading a comment here from someone. Okay, all right. It's a product called the Prosperity, and that's, it matches my turban and my robe. Oh, yeah, man. Good matching. You don't left right, you right left. You right left. You can't left right. When you left right, left right, left right, left right. You left the right and you go into the wrong. So you can't left right, you have to stay right. Stay right, stay right, stay right, stay right, stay right. So this is Prosperity, and that contains stinging nettle, which you call the zoti, artillery fern, where they call the kwenkai, corn silk, boabade, kalkan, gully root, van, plenty different roots and barks to actually help to fortify and nourish the prostate. This is a product that was created specifically for the man. So you don't have to wait until you get prostate cancer to get this. No. When you have prostate cancer, it helps with your urinary flow. It helps to shrink that enlarged prostate. But you don't have to wait till you get prostate cancer to start to drink it. It's something that you're supposed to have one a month. Every month, buy yourself a Prosperity. Make sure you've been prosperous, you're drinking your Prosperity. Don't wait until you cannot get an erection at all. When you're dead, worse than Lazarus. 7 days in the tomb, you done there already. Dead. Rotten off. You can't even stink again, your bones and everything. Yeah, man. You can't wait until that time to try to wake up. You have to basically try to uplift yourself a day at a time. So, as our elders grew us up, drinking medicines every morning, every night, is bush tea, herbs, shit. So we used to think that it's poverty, but at the end of the day, that was the richest type of life that we could have ever lived. All right, it's 7:43 on the dot. We do for an intercession. When you come again, we're going to open up the lines and take your calls. Blessed.
Thanks to technology, we can still enjoy some of life's most important moments. Just sign up to check your balance, manage multiple accounts, and pay your bills online through your bank. Even while doing what matters most. It takes just a few minutes to set up from a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Select My Account, a free, fast, and easy way to view and pay your electricity bills.
Every new start, oh yeah, to help you succeed. You need a bank with a heart, with all that you will need.
Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Give thanks for those of you who have been trying to call and waiting. You have a call online, Castrice caller? Blessed?
Blessed love.
Honorable Blessed, how are you?
Good night. I'm doing good.
Oh, give thanks
I'm
for
doing
that.
good because of the knowledge you've given to us.
Oh, give thanks, give
And I'm
thanks.
putting it into practice. So
Oh,
much
give
so. But first, how is your family?
Oh, my family is wonderful. You
I
know,
always
they're
pray
blessed.
for you.
Yeah, man.
And I try not to miss the program.
Oh, give thanks for watching.
Yes, because I have been listening quite a while back.
Yes.
You know, and I'm learning a lot about the herbs. And I never know that the herbs were so important.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we clean our yard, we cut it, we throw it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But now I have a little bit of land, not much, but if I tell you all what, since after I've been listening to you,
Mm-hmm.
if I tell you all what I have in my yard,
Tell me.
you will be surprised.
Surprise me.
I have the moringa tree. I have 2.
Oh, give thanks.
Now what I did is I got a little plant. And when I see all what I try in that little plant to die, every time I go and take care of it, you know, I give it a little dirt, I give it water, I pray, you know, and until it got big, I take the branch and I plant another branch that I have now to share,
Give
to
thanks.
give.
Give thanks.
The neem.
Oh, you have name too.
Let me tell you, that neem tree, it does get big, eh?
Yeah, man.
So I
big.
got a little plant,
Yeah, man.
2 little plants, and I put it in a flower pot.
Mm-hmm.
I rest the flower pot on the soil. If you see how big it is now, I have to trim it because it's so close to the house.
Oh, give
So I have
thanks.
to keep trimming it, you know.
Give thanks.
And you know what I do now?
Yes.
Sometimes I just take a few leaves and I chew it.
That's
And
the best
I heard
way.
it was bitter,
That's
but
the best way.
I can chew it. It's okay.
That's the best way.
Yes. And I use the moringa in my smoothie. I put hot water over it. I drink it as my tea. I drink it as my water throughout the day. I do so many things with the moringa.
Give thanks.
Also, I have the cactus, the flat one.
Yeah, prickly pear.
Once I heard you said about it has 27 vitamins. I said, what?
Yeah, man.
I try to get a plant. I plant it. I have lemongrass.
Oh.
I have the love leaf.
Oh.
I have the mint. I have ginger. I have turmeric. I have shadow benny. I have cayenne pepper. Now, you know, the cayenne pepper, it's hard to survive, but, you know, I taking care of it, you know.
Give
That
thanks.
every day I can get at least 2 cayenne pepper.
Give thanks.
You
Give
know,
thanks. Give
and
thanks.
and it's so nice. Green fig. Another thing again, and I'd have no fertilizer. This fertilizer is giving it. It's just the leaves itself, you know, and taking care of it.
Yes, I.
When
Yes,
you
I.
see those green fig, good. And I know that is pure organic, that have no fertilizer. I enjoy that so much.
Give thanks.
You know, my grandchildren, my children, I share.
Give thanks.
I give to the family.
Give thanks.
You know, in one bunch, I give so much from it. You know, so many people enjoy it.
Give thanks.
And I don't have much land, you know. Very little land. Now I'm trying to get things like the patchouli, some other little herbs, you know, that I can plant in pots.
You see, herbs that you need is you should always have a patchouli plant. Always have sime comptoir.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yes. So I'm trying to get those plants, and when I'm ready, maybe I can call you and then get the plant
Just when
from
when you're ready, just call me and I can
Yes.
put it in some bag for
So
you.
let
and,
me tell
and
you,
you'll get it.
Priscilla, I am so grateful, and I thank God so much for you, because those things have helped me so much. Let me tell you, I had a pain in my shoulder, and I say, okay, should I take a Panadol? I say no. I did some turmeric, the same turmeric I have in my backyard. I take that, and I pound it, and I boil it, and by the time I drank 4 cups, pain in the shoulder gone.
Give thanks.
Yes.
Give thanks.
You know, the aloe is another thing again. You know that is so good. You know, on a morning, I blend it with some sour orange. I put some blackstrap molasses in there. And if you see I have any little phlegm in my throat, by the time I drink that, that's gone. Or any little cough, you know, I make it as my water too. You know, I drink it as my water. Very, very good. I had a pain in my knee, and I put the aloe. I tie it on it, you know, and it helped.
Give thanks.
You know, so I'm so glad, you know. So I hope you are training your children so that when that time comes, the legacy will continue. Because I tell you, that is a wonderful job you're doing.
Well, I mean, the legacy is bigger than just me and my children because look, you are already doing it.
Yes, well, that's the other thing I'm saying.
Yeah, you understand?
You know, that is true. That is true.
So,
Yes, so thank you very much.
you're welcome,
I'll
Honorable.
finish listening to you on the television.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Yes, Miss Kailash. Have a good evening.
You have a blessed evening,
Yes,
Honorable.
thank you, thank
love,
you. Bye-bye.
Love, blessed. Yes, Suzel caller, blessed. Suzel gone? Okay, Suzel gone. 451-934-945-31730. Give thanks for all those of you who have listened and have learned and have practiced, have applied and have, gotten a better life as a result of your actions, so it is very good, to hear that, the people are getting more and more aware, because I remember I get in problem. There are people who stop speaking to me just because they get upset with me. Because I was telling people, don't go around and buy whole heap of moringa. Just plant a seed. Within 3 months, you have your own moringa tree. The people selling moringa used to be upset with me. But all those people who listen, they have big tree now. Yes, Marsha, blessed. Marsha, caller, blessed.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Good evening.
Yes, could you speak up a bit?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, blessed, I could hardly hear you. Speak up,
Good
please.
evening, I said.
Yes.
Uh-huh. The last time I called, and then you said for bad breath you can use parsley. Is that correct? If somebody is suffering with bad breath, what do you really use?
Well, you could chew the parsley and you could make the parsley juice, yeah.
Parsley juice, only parsley? What does you add with the parsley?
Ginger, you could chew the ginger also. The ginger freshens the breath.
So you put ginger and parsley and you blend it?
No. You could, for bad breath, you could chew the parsley, or you could chew ginger, or you could blend the parsley and make a parsley green juice. Blend, strain, and drink. Right?
How long
But
you take
it's
that?
also very important to cleanse the colon. So pass by our shop and get a free up laxative.
Oh.
Okay?
All right.
Okay, my
And how much does that cost?
What's that?
How much does it cost? The
Laxative?
Uh-huh.
$67. 67.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Blessed
Love. Blessed. Marsha?
Blessed love.
Blessed love, Honorable.
Yes, I just not going to hear you.
Sorry, not a no.
A question I want to ask.
Go ahead.
But what's the detox? What it is for?
Well, a detox is an organ and a blood cleanser. Okay? It cleans out all your organs and it detox and it cleanses out the blood in particular. Alright, so cleanse your liver, cleanse the kidney, cleanse the spleen, cleanse the gallbladder, cleanse the pancreas. You understand? It's an organ cleanser and blood cleansers. So the laxative cleans the colon, makes you poo-poo, but the blood detox cleans you cellularly. Okay?
You see, he take the laxative already, so your detox.
Yes, the detox you have to take now.
The detox you want to ask me what it is for my son.
Yeah, that's specifically to cleanse out the blood, cleanse out the organ. That's it. Cellular cleansing.
Yeah.
Alright?
Okay.
How are you doing? You still down south?
Blessed love.
Blessed love. Give thanks. Yes, 451-934-945-31730. Don't be ashamed. I know that plenty of you all are watching and you see me by the way. Oh, Peter was watching the program. I watch you every Sunday. Give us a call. Let us know what's going on. Remember the prosperity for the man, get one. A prosperity for the man. All empresses and wives and daughters. Come on, get one for daddy. Yes, morning people, blessed. Morning people, caller.
Blessed love.
Blessed love, honorable, blessed.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to know where you have your office, so I can come and see you.
We are on Jerome Street, right opposite the old fire station.
Where?
On Jerome Street, the same street of the market. By La
Jerome?
Cawenage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So right where the old fire station used to be, opposite there.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
Yeah, man. Love, man. Bless.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The shop name is Livity. Livity. Yes, Grosily.
Thanks, good night.
Yeah, blessed.
Hello, good night.
How are you?
I'm alright. I like to say, keep up the good work, you inspire me.
Oh, give thanks, my Lord.
Yeah, you do well. I like to see a little progression. Keep it up and good luck.
Give thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Good night.
Love, man.
Have a blessed night.
You also, beloved. Have a blessed night. Then we give thanks for the divine love and the strength and the support. The words. The words are awesome words, Sing them over again to me, wonderful words of life. Words of life and beauty. Teach me faith and duty. Beautiful words, wonderful words of life. Richly blessed I am. I give thanks. 451-9349 453-1730. Next program I'm going to show you, because plenty things we have going on, on Calabash Mountain, and thing on. Plenty thing, man. Plenty. So next round I'm going to show you some things more. I'm going to take you down to the springs, the waterfalls, the baths, show you the different type of trees and the different type of herbs and them different things there. Alright. Jiwakako, blessed.
Blessed love.
Honorable, blessed, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
Oh, give thanks for life.
I just wanted to find out what you taking when you have asthma.
Asthma?
Yeah. Yes.
What's a person's age?
Like they have the little children, like 4 years, 6 years.
Well, the first thing is to stop giving them cheese and yogurt and Nido and cream and carnation and condensed milk and everything that have dairy. Stop giving ice cream, and that's the first step. Alright? Then after you take out all them kind of dairy products from the diet, then you start to give them plenty of fresh water to drink. Avoid junk foods like sugary foods and Coke and Sprite and Buster and all them kind of things there. Avoid them. All them things, they are mucus forming foods. Rice and bread every day. All these things. Give them lots of salads, and you could use the leaf of life. You know the leaf of life?
Yeah, what's the leaf of life?
Catalysm.
No. Oh, okay.
Okay? And they have another herb they call the loyogli.
Oh, I know the loyogli.
Okay? That's also very good for the asthma.
So what about the grown-ups? Like if the person in their 50s?
Well, I mean, the cannabis is very good. The cannabis.
Cannabis?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay then.
Well, cannabis is what they call marijuana in simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The roots or the leaf?
The seeds, the buds, the roots, the leaves, all parts of it.
Okay then.
All right, love.
All right. You have a good night.
Blessed love. Yes, Marisol caller, blessed.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, blessed love, my sister. How are you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. And how are you?
I am blessed. Give thanks for asking.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the
I
Lord.
want to ask you about burning stomach. Constantly I have in burning stomach. What can I use for that?
Well, turn down your TV, the volume of the TV, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm very sorry about that, mommy. Sorry. But you see, burning stomach, you have to cut down the acidic foods you put inside of your stomach. So take your time and chew your food. So don't chew and rush to swallow. Don't eat and rush and put out acid much. You like sit down and eat. Take your time and eat.
Yeah.
Don't eat and drink at the same time. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's very bad. Okay. Try to every 2 hours drink a cup of patchouli and ginger tea or basil tea. All these teas are very good calming teas, right? So the burning stomach means that
patchouli. You said
patchouli
and what?
Basil.
Basilic.
Yeah, and ginger. Okay.
All right.
Excellent. And make sure that you just, either you drink before you eat, right? Or wait about an hour or so after you eat to drink.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
and
you
don't
very
eat
much.
late in the night. Don't eat late in the night, okay? And don't leave your food there and run around, do all type of thing and don't eat. Eat on time. Make sure you always eat on time. Love yourself. All right?
Yeah, so this will help the burning stomach.
It will heal it.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
You're welcome.
And
Bless
I will let you know when I get healed. I will let you know.
Of course, I'll be expecting your call soon. Next Sunday.
You made my evening tonight.
Give thanks,
Thank
beloved.
you, love.
I'm happy about it. Love. Blessed.
Good night.
Yeah, blessed. Yes, Union caller, blessed.
Hi, blessed love.
Blessed, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Oh, give thanks.
I have a question with regards to keloids.
Yes.
Do you have any medication for those things? Especially infected keloids with person there.
Oh, yeah, of course. Come and see us.
Sorry?
Come and see us. Yes, we could assist you. Yes.
Okay, one more question. What about Daisy? What are the benefits of Daisy?
Of what?
Daisy, I think it's a herb. It's like a cleanser.
Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
There are several daisies, you know. I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, I think there's a herbal one that you could drink for your urinary tract, your cervix and stuff.
Well, if you know about it, tell us about it and the exact one.
I'm not too sure.
Because we can learn from you, you know. We can learn.
Oh, no, I'm not sure. I was asking you the benefits. Do you know the benefits of it?
Okay, all right. But I don't know which one. There are plenty different type of daisies. Okay, so.
All right.
And they are flowering plants, eh? And so I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
All right.
Okay, so
I
next
think you're located by the old fire station. I'll come see you shortly.
Okay, all right. But what to do for this week? You try to find out as much information on it as possible, right?
Okay.
And then next week Sunday you could call us and you could give us a nice little 5 minutes on it. Okay?
No problem.
Okay, my sister. Take care. Have a blessed night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love,
Likewise.
love. Blessed. Yes, Tiwoshe caller. Blessed. Tiwoshe? You gone? Tiwoshe Castries? Gone? Gone. Just like that. You breaking my heart, man. See, you just break my heart. Anyway, I think we still have 7 more minutes. I thought our time was gone already. I was already telling you. No, I'll see you again. Hasta la vista. 451-9349, 453-1730. Yes, Bonte, caller, blessed.
Blessed love, my brother.
Honorable, give thanks,
Yes,
man.
sir. I just want to tell you, but thank you for taking care of my liver spots for me, man, with the castialata and the sulfur cream. My stomach is all clear now, my brother.
But I mean, you took care of it yourself.
Well, but you recommended what I needed to take.
Yeah,
I just
that's
want to
true.
tell you thank you, man.
Give thanks, honorable.
Yeah, all the best, man.
All the
Blessings,
best, all the
Papa.
best.
Thanks for the show, man.
Yeah, man, love, man. But you see, the castialata is something that you have to try to use every 3 months.
That's what I wanted to find out, every 3 months.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. And if it's close to your house, right? No, every 7 days you just take a day and you just drink it. Just keep the liver, clean and
Good.
keep the blood clean. You understand? And every maybe every 28 days you take a bath with it.
Right.
You understand?
All right. Yes, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, man. Love,
Blessings,
man.
man.
Bless,
Blessings
man.
all
Give
the time.
thanks.
All right.
Bless. 451-9349-453-1730. Give us a call, please. Let us know how things are wherever you are and we not. We have 5 more minutes counting down. 5 more minutes. Don't be just looking at the Yes, Tiwoshe.
Give it a little volume.
Blessed. Honorable.
Hello, good night.
Oh, Bosware.
What do you have nerve problem? Lousy nerve problem, qui ça au caboué?
Qui nerve? Qui laisse nerve la cabete ou la, dis-moi.
Well, moi diabetic. Docteur a dit moi c'est nerves problem, ne me kan goudi, ne me ka pied mwen nam ek ne me kan goudi.
All right, so soon bu regle ça, on peut régler cycle avant. Vous comprenez parce que c'est cycle qui a affecté ces nerfs là. Vous comprenez? So parce qu'on tellement sick à sang sans même qu'à venir mode qu'on acide et puis qu'à damager ces nerfs là. So premièrement try pour ça mener cycle à descendre. Pas stress. Boiti nimou, faites exercice ou boiti fait du vent. Boiti porter tes kako sans let sans douci. Vous comprenez? Boiti la loi ou li oswea. Vous comprenez? Faites exercice, faites ba aussi à régler cycle là et bien nous casse pour nerf là, quoi servir shadow benny. Quoi servir 20 la chewat. Quoi servir zeb charpentier. Quoi fait godité.
OK.
Ou pas abou, ou quoi prendre l'eau chaud à la fin ou quoi ma poignet chaque année. Vous comprenez? Ou quoi boire fort.
All right.
Vous comprenez?
Oui. OK.
Love. Mais nous mettre la caravane en restaurant là tout. So soup.
Oui, mettre la caravane.
Just vin when nous nous mettre là, nous mettre neuf là, nous mettre là tout.
So combien ça cost?
$67.
Okay, all right, Magani.
Love, blessed.
Okay, all right.
Yes, Lapan say blessed.
Blessed love.
Honorable, give thanks. How is the eye?
Honorable Prince Calabash. Blessed love.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's a while I want to big up Calabash TV because enough of my customers come and tell me, well, they're playing a clip with Ranks, Rich and Piximus, certain time, And I really want to big them up for doing that because the customers, being edified about the vibe. You educating the public about the herbs and, most of the herbs are used in the product. Teaching them about the use of the herbs, benefits of the herbs. You're doing an excellent job, my brother. I really want to big you up.
So you're the brother that talking about the CMOS in position all the time there?
Yeah, it's me, Ranks.
All right, well,
a tailor and a CMOS producer. Yeah, man. But I love the vibe.
You have to come and see me, so you could come on the program, man, and talk to the people about the CMOS, man.
I've been willing. I am more than willing to do that. I'm really excited about the invitation.
Yeah, man. Good vibes, man. Big it up, bigger and bigger, man. Because what you're doing is a good thing. So you see when I give thanks for for the honorable, Mr. Bernard there, that.
Yeah, man, the pleasure is all mine, my brother.
So for pushing you all forward. So come anytime. Come and see me in the office at the Mondays and Wednesday afternoons, and we could arrange a day that you could come in, and talk about your different things and see how you could encourage more people to become healthy.
Blessed Lord.
Blessed love, honorable brother. Love, man. Give thanks for the call.
Yes, my lord. May the Lord bless you, Rastafari.
The I also, man. Love, man. Blessed, honorable.
Love, Rasta.
Love. Yes, Marisol caller. Blessed.
Hello, good evening, and how are you, sir?
Oh, I am blessed, honorable. What about you?
Thank God. I'm okay. I'm doing fine.
Oh,
I called to ask you about swelling feet. My mom, she's 92, and her leg is getting very swollen every day. But the thing is, she have been sitting down from morning until night. But when she sits down, she feels good. She feels very good. But in the night, she having a lot of pain. So I'm asking you what I can do for her to help the swelling to go down.
Well, parsley juice is the best, electrolyte sparing diuretic. Parsley juice, just take about 3 handfuls of parsley to 1 cup of water. You blend that, you strain it, you give it to her every 3 hours, you give her a cup. 3 handfuls to 1 cup of water. That's very effective. And even while she is sitting during the day, try to have her to elevate her feet a little bit. Okay? And in the night, what you do, you could just massage the leg with some warm castor oil and cayenne pepper powder. Warm castor oil and cayenne pepper powder. Warm castor oil and cayenne powder. And you rub it, you massage it in coming down from the knees, and you massage it going down, and you put a nice socks over it. Okay? And to cafe lever plus haut passer chair. Let's the blood now would go back to the heart.
You said to put a socks.
What's that?
Did you say to put a socks over it?
Put a socks over it, yes. After you've massaged it, put a sock over it, okay? And make sure that you try and raise it up a little higher than the heart, so the blood could flow back to the heart and then get pumped out of the physical structure, okay?
So she has to drink that water like 3 times or all through the day?
3 times a day. A cup 3 times a day. If I piece it will make her pee a lot to take out the excessive fluid, okay? And try to make her do simple little exercise. Just try to, even if she's 94, and I give thanks for this, divine number, 94 years, I give thanks for the eldership.
Thank you.
Give thanks for the age, give thanks for being alive for so long, and I glorify. I give thanks for that, So,
and she still goes in the kitchen to cook,
Oh my goodness. Give thanks.
What a blessing.
What a blessing. Try to just have her moving as much as possible. Okay, that helps to keep the swell down also.
Okay, my dear. Thank you very, very
Thanks
much.
For the call. Blessed.
And have a blessed evening.
You also.
Okay.
Blessed love. Time up. Sorry. 8:02. It's always so nice at Calabash, man, when we're here with you, I give thanks. As I was saying, Mr. Mr. Bernard Fannis have been doing an excellent job in showcasing and running these little ads there. I mean, it's ads. It's our local products, but yet still it's it's empowering the multitude and giving people the access to the knowledge that at least they could know, well, there are good things right here in St. Lucia also. So give thanks for all those of you who have been listening, and give thanks for all those of you who have been continually with us. I pray the Almighty God will keep on blessing you, shine forth His light upon you, put light on your path, that you might be victorious in whatever it is that you are doing. Just love yourself and take care of yourself and don't worry, Remember the prosperity available at Livity. Also ask about the male package, female package. Ask about the answer. The answer to cancer, the answer. So ask about that also for the immune system. Ask about the hemp syrup. Ask about the Rastlock syrup. Ask about the black gold, which is the #1 product for the cancer. Just 1 drop on your tongue every single night. 1 bottle lasts you a whole year. Ask about that black gold. The black gold. The black gold. Yes, the black gold. Yeah, man. The black gold. Definitely the answer to cancer. So give thanks again. May the Almighty keep on blessing and keeping you. Make His holy face shine upon your holy face. Tomorrow, Monday, we are in at Livity on Jeremy Street for consultations from 1:30 in the afternoon until evening time. 6, 7. Right? So all those of you who have to go to work and don't want to miss the job, to come afterwards. We're there. We could come and sit with us. Let us help you get a natural solution to all the artificial problem. So, God is love. Let us all love. Blessed love.